What he's been making, yeah.
There's just an opinion that you got.
Right.
But how can I be with a network?
On his recent Instagram Live, Floyd Mayweather accused Gervonta Davis of being scared to face Shakur Stevenson. This comes after Davis suggested that Mayweather only wanted an exhibition match against John Gotti III because he feared losing. Mayweather took to social media to fire back, claiming that he's not the one afraid of protecting a record. Instead, he argued that Davis is the one constantly backing away from a fight when Stevenson is mentioned. Since hanging up his gloves, Mayweather has continued to step into the ring, not against the fiercest competition, but in a series of highly publicized exhibition bouts. These matchups, while not officially counted on his professional record, serve to keep the Mayweather brand alive and well, fueling his larger-than-life persona while filling his bank account with yet another fortune. One such bout was against John Gotti III, a name that resonates with an entirely different kind of legacy, one steeped in the lore of organized crime. Gotti III, the grandson of the infamous mob boss John Gotti, brought an air of notoriety and intrigue to their clash in Sunrise, Florida. Mayweather's refusal to turn these exhibitions into professional bouts is a strategic move. For Davis, Mayweather's more concerned with preserving his pristine legacy than taking on real competition. Mayweather's matches after retiring are only exhibitions, because deep down, he's afraid of losing. He's built this image of being unbeatable, but he knows that stepping into a real fight now would risk shattering that illusion. The Baltimore native emphasized that if Mayweather truly craved a challenge, he would have pushed for their bout to be a professional one, a fight that could genuinely test both of their legacies. Mayweather's reluctance to turn these exhibition matches into official bouts only highlights his fear of tarnishing his perfect record. Davis challenged Mayweather to step up and face the music, suggesting that a real fight, with real stakes, would reveal who truly deserves to be on top. The truth is, he just doesn't want to accept the fact that he was never as great as he claims to be. If he truly believed in his own hype, he'd take on real challenges instead of playing it safe with these exhibition bouts. He's more focused on protecting his legacy than proving his greatness in the ring. This is where Mayweather's Instagram live rant began. Clearly agitated, he seemed genuinely upset at the thought that Davis might have outdone him. Does this mean Davis's claims about Mayweather are true? It seems even other boxers are starting to believe so. But it's not just boxers who think this way. Conor McGregor has also shared his thoughts. Floyd Mayweather's preference for exhibition matches is less about competition and more about convenience. According to McGregor, Mayweather's strategic choice to stay in the spotlight through these less demanding bouts is a deliberate move to preserve his energy and control the narrative. Despite the glamour of these high-profile showdowns, McGregor argues that Mayweather is still concealing himself behind the safety net of exhibition matches, avoiding the real grind of competitive fighting. After facing me, Mayweather seems to have lost his appetite for real competition. He just doesn't want to step into a pro fight again. I mean, is he afraid that he might actually lose after beating me? I think that's exactly the case. It's like the challenge of facing me took something out of him, and now he's hesitant to risk his undefeated record in a serious bout. Once hailed as a formidable force in boxing, he now finds himself grappling with a profound sense of disillusionment. The UFC star has openly admitted his shame, revealing that he feels a deep sense of betrayal as a fighter. The thought of having once shared the ring with an opponent who now opts for such a controversial approach to competition leaves him feeling both disheartened and embarrassed. It's a real shame, though, that someone who the world considers the greatest would choose to hide behind the safety net of exhibition matches. Instead of proving he's still the best, he's content with these glorified sparring sessions. To sum it up, McGregor's message is clear. For a legend as esteemed as Mayweather, it's deeply disappointing to see him sidestep genuine competition and avoid the kind of challenging fights that could truly cement his legacy. For those who may not be aware, Mayweather's final professional bout was against UFC superstar Conor McGregor. This fight, marking Mayweather's 50th professional match, showcased his mastery and experience. During their fight, Mayweather delivered a masterclass in defensive boxing, skillfully outmaneuvering McGregor throughout the bout. In the later rounds, he ramped up the pressure and secured a knockout victory in the 10th round. With this win, Mayweather retired with an impeccable 50-0 record, solidifying his place as one of the sport's greatest. Oscar De La Hoya also weighed in on the Mayweather versus Gotti match, but instead of focusing on the fight's details, he highlighted a different angle. De La Hoya emphasized that Mayweather operates on his own terms, suggesting that the outcome was influenced well before the bout even began. According to De La Hoya, Mayweather's victory was not just a result of his skills in the ring, but also due to his ability to manipulate the circumstances leading up to the fight. Mayweather is great when it comes to manipulating fights. When I fought him, I genuinely thought I had a chance of winning, but to my dismay, he had already bought the fight without my knowledge. Looking back, it's clear that the outcome was predetermined, and I was just another opponent in a fight that had already been decided. Indeed, many have voiced their concerns following the fight between Mayweather and Gotti last Saturday. During the bout, Mayweather made a controversial move by switching referees midway through the match, which led to him being declared the unofficial winner. This action has been widely criticized as a blatant violation of standard fight protocols. During the bout held on Saturday in Mexico City, the 47-year-old Mayweather clearly dominated the fight, while Gotti's lack of offensive action drew boos from the disappointed crowd. Their previous encounter in 2023 had ended controversially, and this latest showdown seemed to be heading in a similar direction. The situation was further complicated when referee Hector Afu from Panama left the ring in the second round, only to be replaced by Alfredo Uruzquieta of Mexico. The Panamanian referee was reportedly dissatisfied with Mayweather's complaints after he believed a left hook from Mayweather was illegal. Following the switch to referee Alfredo Uruzquieta, Mayweather faced increased difficulties against Gotti. Despite the challenges, Mayweather was ultimately declared the unofficial winner of the bout.
Headshot. That's a hook.
How is Mayweather getting heated right now? Get out of the way.
Come on.
Many people didn't believe Mayweather really won. Even though Gotti didn't perform well, fans thought the fight should have ended in a draw. This might be why, despite Mayweather being involved, the fight didn't get much attention worldwide. It just wasn't very exciting. Now, what do you think about this? Was it a good idea that Mayweather went to Instagram, especially after changing the referee? Or do you agree with Davis, who suggests that Mayweather avoids real risks to protect his undefeated record? Please let me know down below.